This show is brought to you by United Healthcare because we believe in the power of volunteering.
Hello everybody, thanks for watching Project Volunteer. I'm your host Randy Lanham. Got my buddy Wayne Morris behind the camera back here. Wayne. Anyway, we are here today at Cromwell Media, and Cromwell Media has lots of radio stations, but WBIO is having a Radio Thon, making money for Make-A-Wish Foundation. I know a lot of you all know about Make-A-Wish, but we'll learn some about them. We're going to do some volunteering today and just be a part of this great day of making money for Make-A-Wish. So I'm going to go inside and check it out and see what we can do, Wayne and I, back there, Wayne and I can do to help out today.
Hello, this is Randy Lanham.
And I'm Teresa Rowe, and we are your hosts for Project Volunteer.
Have you ever wondered what nonprofit organizations do, or about all their different volunteering opportunities?
Or what about hearing testimonies from the recipients of their care?
Join us on our journey as we walk in the shoes of a volunteer for a day and find out about some amazing organizations that are literally changing the world.
And along the way, meet some true surprising heroes making a difference in the lives of others as we feature another Project Volunteer.
So Tanya, we are here today. Make-A-Wish Foundation approached you guys and said, hey, help us out, partner up. What are we going to do? Tell us about it.
Yeah, so actually I have to thank Angie with Volunteer Owensboro for making that connection, because you guys were such a great partner with us, and we love being able to be involved in the golf scramble and all the things that you guys do in the community. So actually she was the one that made the connection, and connection to Lisa, who is the representative here in Owensboro. So it was super exciting for us because they had been looking for a way to kind of have a really good presence right here in the area, letting people know that we serve right here.
Right.
Like, we have kids right here in our backyard that need wishes granted. And so that was one of the reasons why I just felt so compelled to be a part of it. But not only that, I have to take you back just a little bit further than that. So I've been at Cromwell Media for 8 years. I started here 8 years ago. In my second year, we actually had Make-A-Wish call the office. And they were asking us if we could make a connection for a kid's wish to make granted. So he wanted to meet John Cena. Well, at the time we were doing ticket giveaways for WWE in Evansville.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh my gosh, I'll try to get in touch with their managers or whoever I need to get in touch with. But so that was the goal, is to try to get in touch with them. So long story short, we were able to actually make the wish happen and make the connection.
Awesome.
So it was like, so whenever she came to me, it kind of made me feel like, okay, this is a sign. This is somebody that we definitely need to be behind and be a partner with in the community. As you know, we love giving back in the community. We love being a part of things. I mean,
well, I wanted to talk about that. You know, part of Project Volunteer's show, we like to inspire people to volunteer. And a lot of times we will spotlight a certain organization like Make-A-Wish, but I think this episode is going to be unique because we're talking about radio stations. How many stations do you all have?
we have 8.
8 radio stations. So Cromwell Media here in Owensboro, featuring, kind of spotlighting you all and how you give back to the community. Because this is not something that's they're twisting your arm making you do. I have gotten to know you through the years, and I have a sense of your heart that you love. You're a part of Girls Incorporated.
I'm on the board of Girls Incorporated. I'm a member of Impact 100 and several.
And you danced for
I did for Bullwear Mission.
Bullwear Mission. So you just have a heart to serve.
Mm-hmm.
So and then Volunteer Owensboro and Cromwell Media has had a relationship for several years, working together. So I just think it's pretty cool that you all go above and beyond. And I just want to thank you for your leadership in that, because I know people, you don't have to do it.
Right.
And you do it because you love it and you want to help the community and you're passionate about our nonprofits and getting people connected to volunteering. or like today, donating, right?
Right. Well, I feel like if you have the platform to make a difference, then you should do it.
Amen,
Too much
sister.
is given, much is expected. And I feel like you should always, be serving others. I mean, that's the reason why I got into the radio industry, is so that I could make an impact and so I could be a part of, making things great in our community. So.
That's
And our owner.
perfectly said.
Yeah, and our owner, Bud Walters, I have to say, that is in every single thing when he's talking to everybody throughout our company. How are we making a difference? And, we want to make a difference where we are.
Not just how are we making money, how are we making a difference in our community?
That's right.
That's awesome.
But it takes money to make things happen, too.
That's right.
So,
That's right.
We're always willing to partner and be a part of things in the community and be able to help. Always.
That's right. So maybe somebody out there watching and they're a part of maybe a radio station or something like that. How would you encourage them to get involved in their community just the way that you all are doing? How could they go about saying, you know what, that sounds cool, I want to do that in my community? What would you tell them?
I will say this: where you see a need, you should fill a need, and I say that all the time. If I see something that like Make-A-Wish that needs to have a platform and have somebody behind them and promoting them and pushing them and help them to have a presence here in the community, that's a need that needs to be filled.
So tell them about Cromwell Cares for those who don't know. This is another idea that radio stations or media folks out there could use this idea.
That's right. So we partnered with two businesses here that have kind of helped us to, to take care of our hard costs. But the great thing about it is that we take applications from nonprofits throughout the community, and we selected 12 nonprofits, 6 of them being under $100,000 being their operating budget, and then 6 that were above $100,000 being their operating budget. So we had some people come in independently, some ladies that I knew from Impact 100, which they knew about grants and all that stuff. So we had some questions for them to answer and to fill, and they just wrote in and told us. And so we went through all the applications. We had 54 applications.
Wow.
Some of the nonprofits I had never even heard of,
Right.
which just goes to show you that we need to help.
Yes, right.
So we selected them in December and then launched it in January. So every single month this year, we are spotlighting and highlighting a nonprofit right here in our community.
That's awesome. That's so great.
Yep.
Well, thank you for all that you do personally and what you do to bring to Cromwell Media. And I hope folks out there, if you're in some kind of media company, you get some inspiration from this show.
But I can't go without saying that, it takes a team. So
Right.
it's just not me. I can't take all the credit. I have an amazing team of people. We have amazing people in our community that volunteer, amazing businesses that get behind the things that we feel passionate and want to help and want to improve the community. So I can't say
Right.
that it's just all me.
Right.
I don't want to.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So
I understand.
I'm behind it. I'm 100% on board with whatever we're doing. But
Yeah.
I'm definitely not the one making it all happen. I promise you.
Takes a village. I understand.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for your
Thank
time.
you.
I appreciate it. And your heart to serve others.
That's right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jason. We are live here at 1115 Tamarack Road, Greenwald Chisholm Event Hall, where we've got the big request-a-thon going on all day long today for Make-A-Wish. Randy Lanham in studio here with me, and he has a special guest with him today. Make the introduction, sir.
Yes. Well, first of all, Rob, thank you for letting me invade your studio today. We're going to be doing some music today.
I love it when you invade my studio because you bring the music with you.
Well, it's going to be fun, but I'll tell you what, we have a special guest in the house that just happened to drop in. Miss Bowles is right here on this other microphone with us, Rob, and she has an amazing story. Miss Bowles, you were a teacher out at Mary Carrico, out in Knoxville, where I went to school and grew up, right?
Yes, and I taught your little sister Charlotte in first grade, and when you were 9, you played the fiddle on stage, and I knew you had talent.
I can't believe you could stand listening to it. It was probably Twinkle Little Star sound like a bunch of cats fighting.
No.
No?
No.
Hey, you're too kind.
Okay.
But I tell you, we're here today, the Make-A-Wish Foundation doing the Radio Thon. So I had the pleasure of hearing your story a few minutes ago. We thought it would be super cool for the folks in Radio Land to hear about it. Tell us your story.
Well, my son Michael Bodes had cancer when he was only 12. And we had a whole year of surgery and radiation and chemo. We went to Vanderbilt Children's Hospital, and they were wonderful. But still, it was extremely hard. But he is a survivor. He's 30 years old now. He's cancer-free.
All right.
Amen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But and he went on to, he finished high school with honors at Catholic High. He went to WKU and majored in broadcasting.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
I like that career.
Maybe you can give him a job.
I like that career choice a lot. Yeah.
I love it.
But now he's in Nashville and he plays the guitar and he puts on concerts for other people. He works for a music industry like Santana.
That's
and
awesome.
Neil Young, and just
Wow.
all these big people.
So tell us the story about when Make-A-Wish, when he had cancer, when Make-A-Wish came in to your all's life and helped you out. Tell us about that.
Okay, well, a year, right after he finished chemo, so they sent us to Disney World.
Oh, yeah.
And it was
Cool.
great. It was June 2005, and they sent all 5 of us, his 3 kids and 2 of us. So I think it cost $5,000. And they paid for the airline tickets and Disney World and food. And we stayed at a little village. It's called Give Kids the World.
Oh, wow.
And it was fabulous,
That's awesome.
And it was such a blessing.
So what would you tell folks out there? Maybe they're thinking, do I want to make a donation to Make-A-Wish? I mean, it impacted y'all's life, probably, right?
Yes, it was fantastic, and I really hope you would do it. And we had a little neighbor girl, and she died when she was 8, and her mother is the one who submitted his name.
Mm-hmm.
But thank God, praise God, he survived, and he's 30. And
Yes.
but sure, please give. Please
And you came
give.
down here today just to make a donation, right?
Yeah, I donated $100.
Well, I tell you what I'm going to do, Miss Bowles. I'm going to match your donation just for surprising to see you today. I'm going to match your donation, okay?
You're great.
All right, you're great. Thank you for sharing your story.
Oh, well, okay, thank you very much.
What are we doing here today? Tell us what we're doing.
So we're making sandwiches from Old South Barbecue
Yep.
for our donation drive-through for the Make-A-Wish request-a-thon today.
All right. Now, since we're making the sandwiches, do we get to eat some too?
Yeah,
Okay.
you can if you make a donation.
Yes, I definitely will.
Yeah.
Okay. So,
All right.
what are we going to do first?
Let's just make some plain ones first.
Okay.
Like that. Or he just bring pickle, or he bring onion too.
I did not see it.
Okay. So we're just making some just regular ones.
Okay. All right. So, just regular old barbecue and nothing else, right?
Yeah, and then I guess some of the sauce.
Okay.
That. And then we just wrap them up.
All right. Why is it important to be out here helping Make-A-Wish? Hang on, you gotta show me how you do that.
Do the corners and the corners.
Corners.
No, these corners.
Oh, those
Those
corners.
corners, there you
Oh,
go.
that makes sense.
Randy's not a rapper.
No. If you want me to, I can't be. No. So why is it important to be a part of the Make-A-Wish drive-through donation?
Right, all the stuff we're
Yeah,
doing
yeah,
today.
yeah.
Oh, to help the kids, to make their wishes come true, and raise as much money as possible.
Yeah.
That'd
So
be
this is good
awesome.
barbecue.
It's really good barbecue. Have you ever had it?
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna have some here in a little
Oh
bit.
yeah, their buffet is amazing.
So
Regular? How about regular?
regular.
So that means
Yeah.
no
Nothing
pickles.
on it. Yeah. Okay.
Just no pickles, yeah.
So where do we want to put them? Just.
Well, since nobody's here right now, I wonder if we can put them in here.
on?
Yeah.
Just
Put
going
them
on top.
The back, yeah. There you go.
Close that up. Maybe.
But
We're gonna make some with
more.
pickles? Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
let's make some with pickles, and then we'll just put a pea on them.
Okay.
Hopefully people start showing up.
Oh yeah, it's early still. I'm
Did
sure
you tell
they
your
will.
people?
I told my people. I
Yeah.
had like, 2 people, and they're
Oh,
both
only
here
2
with me.
people. Oh,
so,
okay.
So yeah, they know.
So we at least need 2 donations.
That's right. I told my people barbecue sauce, and we're gonna put some pickles on.
Right.
Does it matter how many?
I don't know.
Some people like a little, some people like a lot.
I guess if they ask for pickle, they'd want. Or not the pepper.
All right, let me see if I can wrap this up. Corners. 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 I still didn't do good. Look at that. Oh, golly. Okay, what am I doing wrong?
Just the. Maybe you gotta make it like tighter.
Oh, yeah.
Just like that. And that pea. The pickle.
Pea for pickle.
Yeah.
Pea for pickle. Whoa. Pea for pickle. Gotcha. Put this back here. Keep it warm. Awesome.
Maybe that's all we need to make at the moment.
Now, they're going to start rolling through here any minute, and we're going to make a bunch of money. And in the meantime, I think I'll make a donation and get be your first customer. How's
Awesome. Do you want
Okay.
pickle or no pickle?
that? I would like some pickle.
You want some?
What do you want, Wayne?
I want pickle.
You want pickle? Oh, he already had one. I'll
You
make a
already had
donation
one?
for all 3 of us, okay?
Okay.
So 2 pickles.
2 pickles.
Miss Lisa, this is a pretty awesome day we got going on here. Tell us what's going on.
It really is. Today is World Wish Day, and so we're here celebrating World Wish Day with a request-a-thon at Cromwell Media on WBIO.
Yeah, so people can call in, make a request, and a donation.
Absolutely.
And any amount, right?
Absolutely. Every dollar helps get us, get wishes granted for these local kids.
So a lot of people know what Make-A-Wish is, but just give us a little snippet of what is Make-A-Wish for those who have no idea what we're talking about.
Make-A-Wish is an organization that grants wishes to children who've been diagnosed with a critical illness. It really brings them a lot of hope, something to look forward to. It gives the family a break from hospital stays and doctor visits, and just really gives those kids a boost and gives them something to look forward to doing down the road, whether it's a trip or something that they've decided they wanted at their house, like a play set or something like that. It just really helps them from a mental perspective.
Yes.
When they're going through all of their treatments.
Absolutely. I bet you've gotten to see some wishes in the past that are just, I would be bawling like a baby. I'd be crying, I'd be laughing, I'd be singing.
There's a lot of that goes on. We're not going to lie.
Ain't it exciting to be able to be a part of an organization that helps kids like that?
It is. To see the impact these wishes make on the kids and these families is just incredible. And most of them, their wish stays with them for the rest of their lives, and they never forget about it. And a lot of them come back to be volunteers, and they want to pay it forward and give back and help other kids get their wishes granted. So it's really a wonderful thing.
Yes, I've heard some stories of a lot of the Make-A-Wish kids that are now, again, like you said, volunteers or even helping in the organization of board members and different
Yeah,
things.
absolutely.
Because they believe in this organization so much.
Exactly. They've seen and felt what it did for themselves and their families, and they just want to make sure other families have those same experiences.
Well, this is awesome. Thank you so much for your time.
Absolutely. Thank you for coming out and helping us out today.
Absolutely. We got a big day.
Looking
lots
forward
of
to
things
some
going
music.
on. Yeah, we're fixing to provide.
Awesome.
Thanks, Lisa.
All right. Thanks.
You gonna pick for us here today?
Yeah.
I say picking, but you're not picking, you're fiddling. So
Fiddling, picking, grinning, it don't matter. Let's, I tell you what, let's do a little bit of Amazing Grace. That's
Oh,
a
yeah.
song that everybody knows, everybody loves, and we got a kind of a cool story to go along with this song. Many years ago, we were hospice volunteers, and we got to go in and play for a lot of hospice patients. And one time we went to this nursing home, Wayne and I did, and we got to go in and and there was a lady laying on the bed unresponsive. Her eyes were open, kind of staring at the wall as she was unresponsive. And we went in and introduced ourselves as hospice volunteers. We're here to play music, and no response, but there was a lady in the room cleaning up, and she said, guys, she hasn't responded, not really eating or drinking, hasn't in a couple weeks. And I go to turn to walk out of the room, and Wayne said, Randy, I think we ought to play for this lady. And I'm like, okay. So we go to get our instruments out of the case, and again, the lady was super nice. She said, guys, I don't know if you understood me. She's not responding. Kind of like a polite way to say, you're wasting your time. And Wayne said, I really feel like we should play, right?
Yeah,
you remember that?
I do. Like it was yesterday.
Yeah, so we go in and introduce ourselves again, and we start to play Amazing Grace, and we literally saw a miracle. We saw an awakening. We saw this lady, as we started to sing, she started to sing along with us.
Oh my.
And then she eventually, by the time the song was done, she was sitting up in her bed, singing every word, had a beautiful voice.
Oh, wow.
And we got to witness it, and that rocked our world. That's how we started Volunteer at Owensboro. That was kind of a God's way of reaching down and taking this needle and just kind of popping my little bubble I lived in, I felt like. And then I saw all these, places that needed volunteers and needed help, and we got lots of great people in our town, in our community, as we know. So we tried to figure out how to connect the good people with the good organizations, like Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
And they are doing miracles too. Can you imagine? I want to be at one of those reveals so bad,
Oh, yeah.
and see these kids' face when they get these wishes. What a blessing. What a privilege each one of us has. Anybody out there listening today, if you make a donation, you are literally helping create a miracle for one of these kids.
Right.
I mean, it takes their mind off of what they're going through, and they get to go with their family, and it don't cost them anything, and they can just relax and have fun and step out of that world of hardship that they're going through at the time.
Now, I was talking to Rooster from Windy Hollow, and those kids and their parents go through so much. I mean, hospital visits, doctor visits, they're in and out of the hospital all the time, radiation treatments, things like that. Something needs to happen to take their mind off of that, give them a little bit of fun, a little bit of a change of pace, and that's what Make-A-Wish does.
That's right.
Yeah.
I just encourage you all. I've been around some of the kids, and I've heard some of the stories, and it's just amazing. We just encourage you all to do that. So let's play a little bit of the Amazing Grace, and we've seen miracles before with this song, more than just the one I spoke about. So we're going to do it again, and we're going to hope that some of the listeners out there make a donation. All right?
All right, go for it.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch like me. I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now
It's no wonder that caused awakenings, that particular song.
Oh, I know. There's something about it, right?
Yeah.
There's something about it. Of course, Wayne Morris over here ain't too bad of a singer, is he?
Oh, he's real good. Yeah.
And Chris back here on the bass.
Yeah. All three of y'all just perfect blend.
How you doing, sir?
Good yourself?
Good, good, good. Emmanuel, I understand that you drove all the way here to Owensboro from Louisville, Kentucky to be a part of the Make-A-Wish Radio Thon going on today. Tell us about that.
Well, I love doing stuff with Make-A-Wish. I got into it probably about 2014 when I seen my work do a wish for a kid, and it's something like me and my mama love to do. And so ever since then, I just wanted to help the kids out. So as I tell people, you know, when you're single, you have no kids, you have a lot of free time. So
That's awesome.
might as well go do something good with it. So
Yeah, that's awesome. That's great. How would you encourage other people to get involved and volunteer in their community, whether it's somewhere like this, a radiothon, or just helping out in the community? What brings enjoyment to you? Why do you love it?
honestly, I've always been told that when you do stuff for others, it makes you feel a lot better about yourself. Because, you know, as much like a hallmark, you know, somebody always has it worse than you do. And so you want something good to happen in your life, you got to get something good out to somebody else. So, and honestly, you know, especially with Make-A-Wish, you know, just doing one event, you know, that makes a kid's life there and makes them smile. So just doing one event, it just triggered another one and triggered another one after that. So
yeah, it's definitely almost selfish sometimes when we go volunteer, because a lot of times we think, yeah, we're going to go help this person or help this organization, but in turn we get a lot back, right?
Very much.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time.
My pleasure.
Thanks for your service down here today.
Thank you very much.
Buddy.
My pleasure.
Thank you so much for watching Project Volunteer. We've had a blast here today at Cromwell Media, raising funds for Make-A-Wish Foundation. But you know what? Wherever you're at, whatever community you live in, get out there and make a difference. Whatever it is, whether that's donating to a good cause or whether that's taking a radio station and making a difference in your community, just get out and make a difference. We can all do it together. Thanks for watching.
This show is brought to you by United Healthcare because we believe in the power of volunteering.